Barmax Football League Game Day. I'm your host, Ty Clark, and here assist me is Andre Mosley.
That's me. Bing! Ah, I missed it. Bing! All right, there we go.
We're here today to break down the numbers for our league. First of all, we're going to start off with our predictions for today's game. Andre?
It's not a prediction. I'm giving you facts. Take my word for it. You might want to adjust your teams before the kickoff because I'm going to tell you facts.
On slate today, we have a big matchup between Nick Sayah, or Say-Ah, and Adam. Andre, what do you think?
Even though Madam's been in the game, he's been doing this for a while, I'm going to say he's going to catch an L. I'm going to go with Nick just because my man, Randy Moss, needs to get that money. Brady's happy. Moss will get that check at the end of the season. You need to roll with Moss or beat it. So I'm thinking that the Finger Blasters will blast Madam, Fire Pole, Sliding.
Okay. Next up, John versus Jonathan. I'm going to go with the People's Champ on this one. Andre, I feel like Jonathan's going to win this one based on a couple of the players that he has at running back. He has Sean Green. He has Bradshaw from the Giants. And I'm expecting big things out of Ryan Matthews.
I think what's his name again? The Cyclones? The Big Bad Wolves?
Cypress Park Cyclones.
That's it. Yeah, I think he's going to go ahead and take it through. Just because, like I said, I think Romo is going to get the majority of the points. And I like to put it on the quarterback sometime. After watching Breeze's performance with the measly 12.5 points, I think that's going to be the downfall of the game today.
Next up is Frank versus Keith.
Is this even a game? Is this a game? I just want to know. Like, is anybody even going to tune in? Tell me that this game is blacked out this week. We probably won't see this game. I think this is going to be the least important game that we'll watch. Nobody's going to know come week 2 who even won this game in week 1. Because you got Keith and you got Frank. You got two garbage teams. First off, I'm going to say that since I have to pick, I'm going to say that Frank he could win just because he's got MJD. Now, we all do know that MJD is hurt, undisclosed. Comes to find out, I think he had gonorrhea. But I think it's going to be tough going up against Denver's defense. I'm going to say that Keith is going to lose because he chose Alex Spencer.
Alex Smith?
No, he said Alex Spencer.
Oh, okay. Dre, I'm going to go against your prediction on that one, and I'm going to go with the Sunday Ticket, simply because he's got so many weapons in his arsenal. Now, I expect him to put up great points.
Now, didn't we just watch a guy get rocked preseason? I just don't know if he's going to be able to hold the ball after watching him get rocked. So I think that your number one pick, I'm sorry, not AP, but Donald Brown, he'll end up getting you more points this year than AP. So that was a good pick. Adai won't make it to the end of the season.
Next game, Chris and Mike. I'm predicting Chris to wipe the floor with Mike.
Chris wiped the floor with Mike? Are you serious? Come on, man. Percy Harvin? That's all I have to say. Percy Harvin. I'm going to say that Mike's team will win this week by about 15 points. The sleeper on his squad, Matt Forte. Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Matt Forte. Mike, good choice. Did you get him? What was he? Second pick? I can't remember. Matt Forte. Remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Forte. He's going to be the one that steps it up for those guys this week.
They're the Flower Garden Punishers or something?
Something like that. All I know is that...
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Excuse me. We got some breaking news here. Oh, this just in. Mike's wife says that Matt Forte will step it up and win. So, I'm going to have to roll with it. Matt Forte will get his team the victory this week.
I'm going with Chris simply because he has Aaron Rodgers and C.J. Spiller.
C.J. Spiller. That's a good pick.
Now, granted, Percy Harvin hasn't put up any points. 1.5, ladies and gentlemen, for the week. But I'm expecting big things out of Vernon Davis as well as the 49ers defense against Seattle today.
Don't be fooled. Matt Forte, 28 points. Let's get it.
Next up, we have the American Iron Cups versus the Rainmakers. I'm going to let you give your prediction on this before I chime in.
All right. I'm thinking, well, let me step outside of the box here. I'm going to come in as an owner now. I feel like due to Matt's, I'll just say it was a mistake, picking up a player off the waiver wire. Now he has to play with eight players. I feel like to keep it competitive, I'm going to play with 8 players, just to show you that I'm dominating the league. Now, back into my other suit. All right. Of course, Matt's team is going to lose. He picked all his number 1 players were players who did well, 2-3 years ago. He didn't think about, like Fitzgerald. He didn't think about, now he's got another quarterback that's going to be throwing the ball. I'm going to predict that Andre Johnson will finish the game with about 15 points today, which is going to cause him to lose. But I think the overall pick, did he get Matt Schaub too? He's got some scrubs. He went for Matt Ryan. He went for names versus actually thinking about points and strategy, this and that. Names don't always get you to win. Like, for example, Matt Forte. We hadn't heard about that guy. It's been 2 years now. But Mike knew to get him because Mike did research and knew that this would be Matt Forte's year. With that being said, don't count Fitz for anything more than about 11 points this week. And like I said, Andre Johnson will probably get 15. So with that being said, the Iron Cups will get their first victory this week.
I'm going to go on record and say the Rainmakers are going to get their very first game of the season of their career. He's got Matt Ryan, who should put up very good points against the Steelers. He's got Noshawn, which I don't expect a whole lot out of. However, he's got a touchdown vulture in Felix Jones. And I think Andre Johnson is going to put up at least 24 points.
Remember that, folks. 15. He's saying 24. So next week, we will show that I was right.
Last but not least, we have the Mighty Mighty Dark Knights versus the Players Club Pimp Daddies.
I just want to start out 2 letters. AP.
He's a great player, isn't he?
I'm glad, I gave that pause so that everybody, watching would get their laugh out and then hear what I had to say next. I'm just saying, Fumbleitis, he's got to deal with that.
You just learned that word this week, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, but you do know that the score is already 25.5 to 3.5.
Yeah.
Which is why the Dark Knights will come out of this with a W.
With a W. Ha!
So, to wrap up, we have the Iron Cups over the Rainmakers. Nick over Adam. Did we agree on Frank versus Keith?
I'm going to stick with Frank.
Well, folks, there you have it. That's this week's Barmax Fantasy Football League Game Day presentation. I was your host, Ty Clark. Bing! Andre Mosley, signing out. See you next week.
Whoa. Don't forget my sponsor. Heinz Ketchup. For all those playing the Iron Cups, you better catch up. This is brought to you by G2 Gatorade. Don't let the smooth taste fool you.